housekeeping? Looks like it is. Alright, Bruchim Aboyim, welcome everyone. It is Thursday, and we try our best to learn a little bit of the Kedushas Levi every Thursday. And Parshas Mattos actually has a few short divrei Torah that it starts with, so we'll actually do a few. We're in the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 3, Ishkiyad or Neder, when a man vows a vow. Ayin b'shari ora, shperish neder nun dar. The Shari Ora Kabbalistic work explains that neder means the letter nun, which is the Hebrew letter N, dar. It dwells. So a klal, the general rule is as follows. I hope it's not too loud, the window. I need the window open. There's no fan in this car. Haklal, the general rule is hanun mora al amunas Yisrael. So by Amunas Yisrael, we don't mean the shul and borough park, but the faith of Israel. Shekudesh Baruch Hu, B'roiv Rachman Meshkich B'chol Eis B'chol Rega Al Kol Elamas. That the divine source of blessing is constantly sovereign with His divine providence at every moment and every second, on all the worlds. He does not remove His providence even for the slightest moment from all the worlds. And that is when you sometimes see an upside down letter nun, which is kind of like a parenthesis. You find that in the Torah, and you find it sometimes in other books of the Bible, in the Torah specifically by Vayhi Sarah around. So this represents the archetype of God's divine providence on the worlds, that the Creator has His divine providence on the worlds, blessed Creator. So one example of the upside down nun could be found in the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 1, where it says, "And the Lord answered Job from the whirlwind." Because there God explained to Job how His divine providence is never removed from all the creatures. So this is what our sages taught, the rabbis taught in the Talmud, in Nedarim Chesamad Aleph, Nedarim 8a, Neder Chal al Bar Mitzvah, that a vow can exist upon an item of a commandment, of a precept. Ratzaloymar means to say, Kevin Shiraya Shkachas Abar El Alamas, that when we see the Creator's divine providence on the world, as Mishar Benafshoy, Eich Umah Hisnai Gatzmai, then a person should see how and with what he should conduct himself, lest Rafil Davar Mutter Kol, even to prohibit something that is permitted to everything. Beduk. It's easy to understand. So the next one is related to that somewhat. Lesser Yisrael Nafsho, verse 3, book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 3, it says, to prohibit a prohibition upon one's soul, meaning upon himself. In your parish, it seems that we could explain Shasur Leadership Neder. You're really not allowed to make any types of vows, unless the urge to do evil is conquering and is overpowering a person, that he should violate a sin, as I mutter leader, then he is allowed to make a vow, l'shavar, or to vow, or to swear an oath, as Boaz did to his inclination, Shenishbach Hashem, as he swore, as the Lord lives, in the book of Ruth, chapter 3, verse 13, Vizo perish lesser and isser. That's what it's the meaning of to prohibit a prohibition. Hainu shenardahu Israel nafshavu nishba levatal yitzray. That he's taking a vow for something that's already prohibited upon his soul, to make it easier for him to conquer his desires, and then he swears an oath to cancel out that devil on his shoulder that's trying to entice him to sin. Number 3, liyachol dvarai, should not profane or secularize or empty out one's word. It's the same verse 3, book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 3. Someone who doesn't make his words empty or secular, he only speaks holy things, and he keeps his word. He accomplishes tremendous spiritual rectifications with every word that leaves his mouth. And if he makes a decree, God fulfills it for him, because the saint rules with the fear of God, as the sages teach, that the tzaddik, the saint, can decree something and God will fulfill the decree. Through keeping the covenant of the tongue by only speaking words that are devotions to God. Mattos, and that's why the verse, the Parsha begins the word Mattos, which could mean staffs or tribes, but also means lahatos, to move, to turn. That you're able to turn and move God's attributes from strict judgment to mercy, compassion. The next one is rather short too. Not as short. So we don't want to have zugos anyway. We had 3. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Good Shabbos, everybody. Love you. We'll see you later. All right, how do they turn this off? This one?